Hello, everybody, and welcome. Bienvenidos. IATI Theater celebrates Women's Hair Story Month, like we like to call it. And we will be talking to the wonderful IATI Theater team and to the some of the international artists participating. And to start with, we have our fabulous executive artistic director and producer, Vivian De Angelo. Hello, Vivian, welcome. How are you?
Fine, Inma, thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
So we're very excited. IATI has created this wonderful program. So could you please tell us when was it originally created and why do you think it is so important to do this event annually, celebrating women's hair story?
Okay, the person responsible for this program was really Gianni Perez. She started the idea with Mateo Lamunio and Winston Esteves. So, and everybody in IATI said, well, we have to do it. It's a wonderful, wonderful program. So we start with the program. In the beginning, this was 3 years ago. In the beginning, really, we were afraid. I said, who is going to come in? Right, it's our first year. But really was a surprise when our studio was full of people. And not only women's, men's too. So we were very happy and we were continuing with this program, which is very important because giving the artists a platform to show their craft. And I think also we change now. We cannot do in our theater, we cannot do in our studio. And we are doing now by Zoom. But also this is reaching more people, more audience. That's what I think. So here we are with wonderful artists showing again for our 3rd year. Thank you.
Excellent, Vivian. So you answered my next questions. You know, that's the great actor and producer and director that you are. So the reaction from the community was excellent, right? Like you share both men and women were all supporting women's hair story and playwright written by women and directed by women. Exactly. And you also answered the next question, which is, you know, the unique times that we're living has made us all adapt, right? So Vivian, it's been a wonderful pleasure talking to you. Thank you for putting together this wonderful event, you and your amazing team at IATI Theater, when we all celebrate every year women's hair story, and absolutely, there will be the day in history in which every day is our day, where we are all equally respected and valued and appreciated, and that day will come. So thank you so much, Vivian, to you and your whole team for all the amazing work that you put together into this annual event celebrating women's hair story. And the celebration continues. We are very lucky to have with us one of the excellent playwrights whose work is being showcased in this Sunday's event at Teatro IATI, our extraordinary Tere Martinez. Tere, how are you?
I'm so happy to be here, Inma. So good to see you. It's been a while, huh?
I know. You see, these are the blessings of the new times, right? We can connect and there is no geographic location, right?
Exactly. So, no limitations. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Where are you joining us from?
Few good things from the pandemic, right?
So where are you joining us from, Tere?
I'm in Puerto Rico right now. So hello, hola from sunny Puerto Rico, everyone.
Oh yeah, we welcome the sun. We welcome the sun.
Oh yeah.
So thank you, Tere, and we're gonna go right into it, right? Because you are a female playwright. You know, you do many other things, but we're gonna talk about the event, right? Of what's going on at IATI Theater on Sunday. So in your perspective, what is the importance of women's stories being written, performed, and directed by other women?
Oof, I think it's a really important question. And it is super important that our stories are told by um, us women, right? Women theater artists. I think what's happening here, Inma, is it's a matter of giving opportunities to us, giving these spaces like IATI is doing to women artists in the theater. Because unfortunately, what's happening is that most plays that are produced in the United States, and I'm talking particularly about the United States, are written by white males, right? Most if you look at the numbers, the still in the United States, most productions are written by white male playwrights. So and it's interesting, Inma, because right now there's this whole conversation in the American theater now with the pandemic and everything, the whole equity movement that's happening within the country, right? And equal rights movement that it's going on. I think when we open theaters, there's going to be a lot of demands from artists of color. And I think the same conversation is happening, not only from the women, actually, there's this conversation from the women's perspective is happening from a long time. But now that theaters, artists of colors within the theater, artists of color within the theater are joining forces to make demands in the theater for more opportunity and equity. These conversations are making us talk a lot about, for example, and I'm talking because I'm part of the Dramatists Guild of America. I represent Puerto Rico, so I've been asked to be part of a lot of these panels. When now there's the question: is it okay for a playwright to write from the perspective of any race, or if you are a woman to write as a man, or a man as a woman, all that stuff? And I think the bottom line is that yes, because we are creators, we are, um, we should have the freedom to write about what we want. That's our job. That's what makes us, strong and good. But I think we need to demand these opportunities, because the problem is that the numbers show that we are not given that voice. So the more that audiences have the opportunity to hear the stories, and I'm going back to your question about women, right? From a woman's perspective, the more okay it is to then hear it from all other perspectives, right? But first, we deserve that chance, because it is impossible for someone who's not a woman to write from the perspective of that woman. I'm going to be even more particular. I'm a Puerto Rican woman playwright, right? So what I have to say about a Puerto Rican character or Puerto Rico is just very, unique. Nobody else can do it the way Tere Martinez is going to do it, because that's who I am. So to go back to your question, I think it is super important, because we need those opportunities so that voices can be heard from that particular perspective. Does that make any sense?
It makes a lot of sense, and I love that you share that with us, because I know it's going to inspire a lot of other women writers to write your own story. Nobody's going to write your story like yourself. I mean, it's
Nobody
impossible. Only you are you, right?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
So that takes me to the next question. Now concentrated on the one act play that you wrote for this particular event, right? So what is the theme of this one act play, and what inspired you to write about it?
Oh, thank you. This is not even a one act play, it's 10-minute play. So it's very, very short. And 10-minute plays are very tricky. As you can imagine, you only have 10 minutes to create a whole dramatic structure and say something. So they're tricky, but they're fun. They're a good exercise for playwrights. What inspired me actually was this whole conversation that's been going on in the United States. I wrote it in October of last year, and it was written right before the election. So the theme is it is two Puerto Rican sisters. One is in Puerto Rico and the other one is in New York. And what is the theme? The theme is the complex situation of Puerto Rico. So in 10 minutes, I try to say as much as I can through those two characters about our situation as a country. Yeah, as you guys know, Puerto Rico is a colony of the United States, and it has a very complicated political, social, economic situation. And, you know, I wanted to include a sister from New York and one from Puerto Rico, because if there's anything good that Maria, the horrible devastation of Maria, brought, was the realization of so many Puerto Ricans, particularly the ones on the island, of how important the diaspora is for Puerto Rico. I think for Puerto Rico to achieve anything politically in the United States, we definitely need our diaspora, because they're the ones who have the political power in the United States. And they were so amazing. And Puerto Ricans here on the island realized how much they love their country, and they are as equal as the people here. So they are as Puerto Rican as the people that live here on the island. So I try to bring those two perspectives in the 10-minute play that I wrote.
Well, we look forward to seeing it and enjoying it. And we appreciate very much that you joined us today. So if you would like just to give us a few words, departing words of wisdom to inspire other women.
Oh, sure. I think exactly what you were saying before, Inma. I think we all have such a particular voice, and what we have to say is so important. And the power of theater is just unbelievable. So if you have something to say, don't be afraid of sitting down, writing it. And even if you're not a theater artist, you know, we all have the power to create change in our lives. There's so much going on right now in the world, particularly in the, you know, I know most of, you know, Puerto Rico and the United States, there's so much that we need to do as citizens. So don't be afraid to be part of changing the world that we live in. You have a voice. Even if you don't write a play, you know, what you have to say at a meeting, in school, at work, is just so powerful, because only you can do that. Nobody else can do it from your own perspective, as you were saying. So theater is a wonderful, wonderful venue and vehicle is the word that I wanted to say, vehicle to make us realize how powerful we all are and the power of a voice. So I hope that you join us on Sunday. We're also going to have other performances that are by terrific playwrights and performers. So I think it's going to be a lovely way to pay tribute to women all over the world. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, Tere, for joining us. It's been great talking to you, and we all look forward to seeing your play. And now, in the spirit of Women's Hair Story Month celebration at IATI Theater, let's welcome our next guest, who is actor, director, Antigona Gonzalez. How are you, Antigona? Welcome.
Hi, Inma. Thank you so much for having me. I'm great. Looking forward for this Sunday. Thanks.
Excellent. And I know you have many different talents, but on this occasion, on Sunday, you are one of the directors, right? Of one of the plays being presented. So if you could please tell us a little more, what is going on? What's happening on Sunday? Tell us a little bit about the event, and then you can tell us a little more specifically about the play you directed. So,
of course, thank you, Inma. So this Sunday, we will be having this Women Her Story celebration organized by IATI, and it's going to be on at 3 p.m. on the 21st with the starting of the spring, which is very exciting for me at this moment. And yeah, so we will be reading 4 short plays, different short plays. If you want some more details of this play, you can go to the IATI's website or to Facebook, but I'm gonna just tell you very briefly. The names are En Clase, directed and written by Braulio Nicolás Basiliu. Then we'll have Shaken Paradise by Tere Martinez. Then Nuestra Casa en Llama by Silvia Navarro Perramos, and then Piedra de Rocío by Marina Burana, who likes to be called Pipi. And yeah, I'm working specifically with Piedra de Rocío. I'll be coordinating, directing this play, and it has been an awesome experience, even when we don't have the chance yet to go to the theater and rehearse there, which is, yeah, we are very looking forward to it, and that's sad still. But I'm very glad, and I'm very glad with Yati's family also that are organizing this event. And it has been awesome to have been working with this playwright.
Excellent. And I heard the playwright you're working with is in another time zone, right? So the collaboration was very exciting, right? Yeah.
Yes, so Pipi, Marina Burana, lives in Taiwan, which is like 13 hours ahead of our time in New York. And yeah, it has been a little bit of a struggle to find the perfect time to work together. So when we have talked, it's either very early or late evening, late night. But I have been getting to know her work as a playwright and as well as a visual artist. And I'm fascinated about it. Honestly, it's like very inspiring. And I think her visual work is also very related, or goes, of course, along with the way she tells things, she describes things in the play. It's kind of, I think it's like being describing a one of her works, of visual art works. I don't know. It's amazing how she used the poetry, and yeah. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this play, or what I like the most, but I'm not gonna be telling you everything because I want you to come to see it on Sunday. But one thing that I really like about it is I found very important the way she's trying to talk about nature, Mother Earth. That is, I think, that is the most important thing that we have. And I like that in a way displaces the importance of human being, as if everything was like related, or if all the work around human beings, which is not specifically true. I believe that the earth is the most important thing we have. If we want to live with a deepest feeling or connection with life, we need to be connected with nature. And I think this is one of the main things this play is talking about.
Wonderful, wonderful. And how beautiful, right? That the importance of the love and respect for Mother Earth, it's also reflected on the play. And we really look forward to seeing it. And Antigona, I just wanted to ask you before we say goodbye today, do you have any other message you would like to share with our audience, with other women directors too, you know, any words of encouragement, of motivation? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Tere was talking a little bit about it as a playwright, and it's very inspiring also to be like supporting each other. I think las tribus, decimos tribu de mujeres, so like the women groups that are supportive make us stronger. And I don't know, I enjoy a lot to be like pushing my friends, artists, women artists, like just try things out, just as either actor or director, whatever you want to do, is like, just let's get supportive of other women works. And what else shall I say? Just come this Sunday to celebrate Women Her Story Month of IATI at 3 p.m. You can find more information in IATI's website or Facebook page. And yeah, I think it's great that people can join from everywhere from the world. And yeah, we don't have the theaters yet. We can work inside theaters yet, but we can reach more people. So that's amazing. So I'll see you all. I hope to see you all this Sunday at 3 p.m.
Thank you so much, Antigona. It was a wonderful pleasure talking to you. And we're just gonna thank our audience for spending this time with us, celebrating these amazing women, you know, playwrights, directors, producers. We are all for each other and with each other. to bring our works to our audiences and to celebrate our greatness. So once more, this Sunday, March 21st, 3 p.m., iatitheater.org. You can register through the website and you can also watch it live on Facebook. In the meantime, keep celebrating, keep having fun. Life is a gift. Thank you so much and happy, happy, happy Women's Hair Story Month.